Hello, travelers! It is that time of week again, time for a chance to decide my fate in the game of Taco Roulette. Now, why don't we go ahead and spin those wheels, see what we got to work with. First up, our main ingredient. Alright, yeah, that's a hell of a result. Okay, this is going to be interesting. And probably quite expensive. Okay, but fun. I am excited. I've never worked with kangaroo before, so this should be really interesting. Alright. Next up, our sides. Let's see. First up, sour cream. Okay. Most likely gonna make a crema from this, but you know, let's see what else we got to work with. Alright, second spin. Ooh, bacon. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Bacon. Oh, bacon makes everything better. Alright. Okay, good spin so far. Good. And finally, mushroom. Alright, nice. I like these spins. Thinking about it, I can't help but be a little bit nervous because all of these ingredients have some level of umami to them. So, yeah, that's a lot of savoriness for one thing. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to balance this out. All right. Now for the heat. Please, Lords of Chance, hallowed be thy name. Be kind to me. 3 chilies. All right. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, that is bang right where I wanted, where I was hoping for. So we got some heat to be able to counterbalance that savoriness. Well, let's get our aprons and get to it. Hi, future Taco here. I ran into a slight and entirely unexpected problem here, one that I honestly did not think I would ever come across in doing this. I could not reasonably source kangaroo. I honestly never expected this to happen. To explain, I have a rotation of like 6 or 8 ethnic and niche stores within driving distance of me, where I can get just about anything you could possibly imagine. Jellyfish skins, I got 3 places. Ostrich, I know a guy. Any piece of offal or exotic fruit, an uncommon spice, I can usually get without much trouble. But this kangaroo, none of them had it anywhere. None of them. And I looked, believe me, and at the time of recording this, online there was only one place online that had any that I could find. And it only had 1 or 2 specific cuts. And it was a lot more money than I could honestly justify for what I was getting. And that was even before shipping it. Damn. Yeah, this put me in a pickle. However, while searching my local butchers for kangaroo, I came upon a solution. And I think I found something that should serve as an acceptably exotic substitute that has given me some real good ideas. So, in what I'm hoping is the only time this ever happens, we are going to do an ingredient substitute, and we're going to make something entirely different from what our spins have set up for us. Camel it is! Never let it be said that we are not adventurous here at the Hungry Shark Tavern. With our new main ingredient, I have been really inspired to lean heavily into North African, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern flavors. So that is the theme of the day. That's what we're going to go with as many of these ingredients as I can. To start, we're going to take our ground camel, and we are going to do a bit of a riff on a Moroccan street dish known as kefta. We are going to mix our camel with red onion, garlic, cumin, paprika, cinnamon, parsley, and cilantro. We're going to form these into small meatballs. Meanwhile, we are going to puree some tomatoes in a food processor, and then simmer them on the stove in a heavy pan until it develops a nice rich color. We're going to season this sauce with more garlic and herbs. And we're going to cook our meatballs, first letting them brown for a few minutes, and then we're going to steam cook them until they're nice and ready. With sour cream, I'm going to make a tart, fruity crema. And keeping in with this Middle Eastern Mediterranean theme, we're going to lean in on those flavors as well. We're going to boil down some pomegranate juice and reduce that until it becomes a nice thick syrup. We're going to mix this into our sour cream, and we're also going to add some dried sumac. Now, for those that may not be familiar, sumac is a spice that's made from the dried and ground berries of a shrub that can be found throughout the Mediterranean and some regions of the Middle East like Turkey. It has a somewhat similar taste to lemon, without a bit of that acidic sourness. It really helps to add a lot of color to a lot of dishes. It's used in a wide variety of Middle Eastern cooking. We're going to mix this together until it's a nice deep red, and we're going to set that aside until we're ready to assemble everything. For our mushrooms, I'm going to be taking some king oyster mushrooms, and we're going to be making a sort of roast steak from the stalks and the mushroom head. We are going to slice these up, and we're going to score each of these slices so it has this sort of crosshatch pattern on here. We're going to season these with a little bit of olive oil, some herbs, some salt, some pepper, and we're going to throw these into the oven in order to brown. Once they're done, we're going to have these nice, crisp, brown, chewy, savory slices that we're going to add and intersperse with our meatballs. Finally, the bacon. Bacon, we're not going to do anything fancy here for it. It doesn't necessarily need it, and we're already working with a number of strong flavors over here. So we're just going to cook this in our pan, let that fully render out its fat, and then we're going to dry and crumble that up. Here we have our creation assembled, and to add heat to this, I have sprinkled a little bit of Urfa Biber, which is pepper flakes made from a type of Middle Eastern pepper. I've also dipped back into my Spicy Shark hot sauce collection, and we're going to pull out the ghost pepper sauce. It is a higher level pepper, but the sauce itself, heat-wise, it sits right on the upper edge of this 3-pepper range. So that's what we're going to go with today. And I do apologize for forgetting to save the filming from this assembly.
Well, this should certainly make for a interesting experience. Well, without further ado, let's see exactly what this tastes like. Never had camel, never seen it before, so I have absolutely no idea what this is going to taste like. Interesting. Camel itself, it's kind of like beef, but a little less beefy and more gamey. I'm not sure how to describe it other than that. There's a good heat balance there. So yeah, right now I'm not getting much flavor from the sour cream, which is surprising enough because on its own I've tasted it and it tastes pretty good. But yeah, when everything's put all together, I'm not really getting all that much from it. Maybe it's just because the other things have an inherently very strong taste to it. It's like the caramel really comes through quite a bit, which I would hope so because it's the main ingredient. But in mixing the bacon with the roasted green peppers, I really don't taste the bacon. Yeah, that's a surprise. I think in trying to balance things out, because I knew with what I rolled, it was just savory ingredient after savory ingredient. I mean, skirt my way into balancing things out. I kind of let the bacon down over here because it's not really speaking all that much to me. Yeah, I did commit a sin here when it comes to the bacon. Yeah, there's that good heat. There's that good heat that I love. Yeah, I can taste everything else in this. I can taste the cameras at the forefront. I can taste the green peppers, tomato, the mushroom, the hot sauce. I wish I could taste more of the sour cream, but I still taste it. You know what? There we go. That was the right call. Doubling up on the sour cream, I definitely taste it. Yeah, definitely that pomegranate sumac flavor. Actually goes really well with this. All right, so final verdict. The camel was excellent. It's a very unique taste, shall we say. But it's good. It is very good. Love the sour cream when I could taste it. The fact that we had so many strong flavors in this dish sometimes made it difficult to really distinguish some of them. Like, for example, the sour cream, I needed to add more to get a real good taste of it. With what I did with the bacon, that kind of disappeared into the background, and I really didn't get any of it. Bacon should always be there. Bacon. If I roll bacon, I want to taste bacon, and I did not taste bacon. Amazingly enough, I don't know how I managed that, but I love the heat. The heat was right around a perfect level. If anything, maybe bump it a little bit higher. Normally I would say this is an 8. But because I couldn't really taste one of the ingredients I was supposed to have in there, I gotta bump it down. I gotta give it a 7, unfortunately. But until we come back here again and the Lords of Fate decide exactly what's in store for me, I hope you have a good day, and I hope to see you here again.